Hi guys, this is Abby with Voices of Eve, and I'm here with Bethany, and we're here to announce our new exciting project that Bethany is partnering up with me. I've been so excited about this for such a long time, and we're finally doing it. But we are going to be hosting a breastfeeding support group on Voices of Eve. So Bethany's heading up that project for me, and there's going to be a place for you to find it on my website, and we're going to be sharing links to all of that later when we're ready for our first meeting. But we're going to go ahead and start recruiting people to join this group. And the group is for wherever you are in the breastfeeding spectrum, whether you're, preparing for the breastfeeding journey, whether you're going through the breastfeeding journey, or whether it's time to stop the breastfeeding journey. This is going to be a place that is going to be completely safe and free for you to really just dive into that journey with the support of your fellow mamas who've all been there or are learning alongside you, whatever it might be. So I'm going to have Bethany just tell a tiny bit about her and why she's so passionate about breastfeeding, and take it away.
Hi, everybody. I am Bethany Pendley. I'm so excited to be doing this group, and I'm so excited to finally be able to tell you all a little bit about it. I am 28 years old. I am a mom of two. I have a little boy here, Barry, and then Zoe. She's about 3 months old. He is actually the start of my breastfeeding journey, and where I kind of got my passion with that, I guess. We've definitely had our challenges with it. And so throughout that journey, and then getting pregnant again while breastfeeding and all that fun stuff. So it's been a huge part of my life the last 2 years. I am a stay-at-home mom. As you can see, I got my little one sitting on my lap here. So I actually just signed up for, and I haven't even told you this one yet, but I signed up for a breastfeeding course so that I can actually become certified in teaching breastfeeding tips and tricks and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Before you even start.
Yeah, it'll help me kind of get I guess more confident with talking about it to other people as well. But I also am going to be doing a childbirth educator course. And so ultimately, my future plans is like the childbirth educator is going to be like my main business and my main focus. But I'll have like breastfeeding and eventually other things to go along with it to kind of build that bigger. That way, I can kind of um, talk to help all sorts of types of different people, not just like one set of people.
Yeah. Well, and I found when I took my, and like it might be different with the childbirth educator course, but I found with my labor and birth doula course, there wasn't a whole lot of information on breastfeeding that was covered within that course. But shortly after, I took my breastfeeding education certification anyway. And so I was like, I'm so glad that when I'm helping my clients that I can also talk to them about breastfeeding. And so like, I think
Yeah.
I think that probably some people are good with that separation, but I like it as a whole thing because it is part of the birth
Oh, exactly. And it's a big part. It's a part that I don't think is talked about enough either.
yeah.
And I know before I had Barry, I mean, I had been to some classes, some free classes,
Yeah.
but I didn't put a lot of effort, I guess, in educating myself before
Mhm.
having him. And so it was a little, I don't know, like I educated myself, but then I didn't in some aspects. So there were some aspects that I was like, the part that I had educated myself, and I'm like, but it's supposed to go this way, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then the opposite side of not being educated and like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I have no idea who to even talk to about this. And so that's kind of where a lot of my passion with it came from, is just experience, knowing that not every woman's the same, not every baby's the same, but also having that support system is so important, I think.
And I'm really grateful that that this group is not going to be a specific kind of breastfeeding group. So this isn't like for all natural breastfeeding 100% mammals. It's like
Yeah.
no matter where you are, whether you're supplementing or whether you're using devices to help you with your breastfeeding journey, like nipple shields or whatever.
Hmm.
there should be support for you and encouragement no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. Or even having to, there's a lot of moms who will start out breastfeeding and then have to go back to work and pump. And I think that there's not a lot of information around that either. And that scares a lot of moms too, because they think that their supply is going to dip and that kind of thing. And there's just not a huge support system out there for that's non-biased.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that just wants to support you and your journey. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a Facebook support group, and that is going to be like how you can find us and how you can see who else is in the group with you, a good way to get to interact with Bethany easily. And then there will be a link that will be posted every month. It's going to be on the first Thursday of every month, and it's going to be at 6, right, Bethany?
Yes. 6 Central Standard Time.
Central Standard. That's right. Good.
Just in case people are in different states or something.
Hopefully we'll get that big. That'd be awesome. So we're going to have that Facebook group, and there's going to be a link posted so that you'll know when and where the Zoom meeting will be. And I would like to encourage this to be something where, if you fall out of the group for a little while, don't ever be afraid to come on back. Because,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
mom life, if you go like, well, I haven't been there for 3 months, then that's totally fine. And me and Bethany are also open to the idea of if this grows to a certain point where, it's really too big of a group to have that intimate feel to it that we want, then we're going to consider expanding, how often the group is held, consider bringing in more ambassadors to have more groups. So all of that kind of stuff is just kind of all open. We're very, very open. Yeah, and there's, of course, don't forget that voicesofeve.net has a lot of breastfeeding resources. You can find it by just going to the homepage or by typing voicesofeve.net/breastfeeding. Yeah, and I think that's it. I'm so grateful for you guys to get a chance to interact with Bethany because she's super awesome and she's super passionate and she just has such a heart to help, not just I like breastfeeding and I want to do breastfeeding. That too, but she just really, really wants to help, and this is such a great opportunity to let her do that. And I'm excited that I get to be a part of it.
I'm honored that you asked me to do this. I'm so excited about it.
I couldn't, whenever I would think of this, I was like, Bethany would be really good, and I really hope she chooses breastfeeding because she's so good at that. And just a really cool God thing is that me and Bethany met at a breastfeeding support group.
Yes.
Mutual friend Hannah, and I think this is just so perfect.
I know. It's crazy. I think it was about 2 years ago that I first went to that breastfeeding group.
Yep.
I think it was September, October of 2018.
Yep. I'm so grateful that because you were hoping that our friend Hannah could be your doula, and she wasn't available or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And I was like, okay. And so I was so grateful.
It worked out perfect.
God is so good.
God knew what we needed.
We're going to sign out here. Thank you for joining this video, and thank you for any support that you give, whether you like, comment, or share this post. Please tell your breastfeeding mamas about it. There's not very many support groups available for moms right now due to COVID, and we want to make sure that need is being met. So hope you all have a great day, and thanks for watching.
Bye.